I decided I'm finally going to do it. All this talk over the last month or so when I've made those little videos to put up on my blog, oh, maybe I'll start a YouTube channel. Well, I decided that it was time to maybe do that. Haven't really thought out what exactly my content's going to be, so that's where you guys come in. You can comment below, or you can send me an ask on my blog, or send me a message. Either way, give me a suggestion for where you think the channel should go. I'm thinking probably, well, I don't know what I'm thinking really. Something nerdy and pop culture is probably where I'm leaning towards, you know, talking about video games and movies and all that stuff, but I don't know, it depends ultimately on what you guys want to see. Did have a little idea with my husband though. I'm not entirely sure how well this would work with YouTube's strict guidelines and stuff, but porn commentary, I feel like that could be quite amusing with me being your guide through this aforementioned porno, or perhaps save that for a Patreon thing. But none of you guys seem to care about helping me out with Patreon, so it doesn't really matter. It's a moot point, you miserable bastards. I'm joking. I love you. I love you. I would like to not starve. So, if you want to help, that's cool. But let's get on with the video. Just the plan for this one was just to talk about just a couple of things. Overwatch, for one. It's Christmas, which means the Christmas loot boxes are here, and there are some pretty good skins. The one I have my eye on is Anna's, because she's an owl. Who wouldn't want that? Though, to be fair, I'm not much of an Anna main. Well, I like playing her, she's really good fun, but I just haven't got the aim or skill for her, to be totally honest. I have Sombras, which is probably the best skin out of the bunch, I would say. Though I would say Junkrat's is a close third. And I would really like Junkrat's because I haven't actually got any Junkrat event skins. So, actually no, I tell a lie, I have his really crummy Chinese New Year one, which doesn't really count because it's just a recolour of his normal outfit. It's only a purple. So I would like to have a fun yellow for Junkrat, but I don't really play him other than Mystery Heroes, which is really what I'm only playing at the moment because I've kind of gone off comp. I know all the sort of big Overwatch YouTubers are there with me. Not that I'm a big Overwatch YouTuber, I'm just meaning as in everyone's of a similar opinion that Overwatch is competitive is kind of in the gutter right now, so I've just kind of moved away with it and playing some other games. Call of Duty World War II, I'm playing that. It's my first Call of Duty game. It's quite fun, quite fond of it, and picked up Battlefield 1 again. Finally had enough money to buy the expansions because they were on like a super cheap Black Friday sale, so whip that up quickly. What else am I playing, I hear you ask? Well, dear listener, I am also playing through some Telltale games. I'm on a bit of a kick. I know Telltale's a little bit divisive, you know, some people like it, some people don't. I'm obviously in the camp that does. I go through phases where I play a lot of it and then I don't. Normally by the first episode of a season, and then the rest obviously haven't come out yet, so I kind of forget about it, then pick it up when all the episodes are out, and then I'm hooked, which was the case with the Batman games. I finished on episode 3 of season 1 about a year ago. Was it about a year ago it came out? Or was it maybe a little bit later than that? Not sure. Doesn't matter. Well, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Evie, shut up. But picked it up recently because I didn't realise Harley was in the second season, so I was enticed and picked it up and finished it and got onto the second season, which is the third episode's only out at the moment. Highly recommend it. I know lots of people aren't necessarily big fans of core story changes, but I think the switch around in dynamic change between Harley and the Joker, or should I say John Doe, is really good and really interesting, and Batman, like, well, Bruce and John Doe as well. It's just something none of us have really seen before, I don't think. So I really think you should pick it up. But I finished that for now, and I was like, oh, still need more Telltale. So I'm playing Borderlands. Well, Tale from the Borderlands, which is also awesome. On the 4th episode that, I haven't started it yet. Looking forward to where that's going. Really like the characters. Reese and Fiona have great banter, and I just love Troy Baker, to be honest. So if he voices anything, I'm there. And he's attractive. Just putting that out there. What else? Star Wars. That's another popular thing. It's coming out. It is out. It's Saturday. It came out on Friday. Going to go see that on Tuesday, so no spoilers, please. I'm intrigued to know where I stand on that, because I'll admit I'm not much of a Star Wars fan. I hadn't even seen it until last year. So yeah, I know, that's really bad of me, isn't it? But I always feel like Star Wars or Lord of the Rings, I mean, I may have made that distinction myself, but I feel like you either fall into one or the other camp. And I was always there in Middle-earth, you know, leading the charge. I mean, I took up archery when I was 9, just in case Legolas existed and I can woo him with my archery talents, so that kind of tells you the kind of kid I was. The kind of person I still am. Legolas, if you're out there, I'll break my blonde rule. In that I don't find blonde people attractive. Controversial. Anyways, Star Wars. So I hadn't seen them until last year, and more controversial, I actually prefer the prequels more. I think it probably comes from a place that I wasn't really invested in Star Wars. I just agreed to watch it because it was my husband's thing and I wanted to make him happy. So I did, and yeah, the prequels are the ones I preferred. Though I will admit, The Last Jedi, not The Last Jedi, that's the most recent one. What is it called? The Force Awakens, that's the one. That is my favourite Star Wars film. It is my husband's least favourite, which stems from his irrational hatred of Daisy Ridley. Maybe it's her inability to close her mouth, or just raise Mary Sooness. So he hasn't really got high hopes going into The Last Jedi, but, well, we'll see. It's bit up in the air, but I'll look forward to seeing what that's like. And there's a fancy cinema where we live where you get food served to you and everything, which is exciting, so it can just justify being fat. Oh, which I am. Anyway, that about sums it up for this video. If you liked it and want to see more stuff along this line, please let me know, and you know, comment, subscribe, all that shit, because if this takes off, that would be great for me. And also, forgot to mention Twitch. I made a post on my blog earlier today that, to be fair, I think only one of you saw, which mentioned the whole YouTube thing and Twitch. So if you guys are interested, that's going to be a thing as well. That's going to be more casual, probably going to see the less sexy side of me, which I feel like is good. You know, I'm a person. Don't really wear makeup much, you know, lazy, slobbish, and all that. I feel like I need to be made into a person and not just an object for you jerks to jerk off to. You're not jerks, I love you. Well, some of you. I'm not really a big fan of the ones that keep sending me their fucking dicks. I don't want to see it. I'm sorry. I'm quite happy with the penis in my life. I don't need to see yours. Which I know is like, oh no, she calls herself a whore, but she doesn't want to see my dick. It's fake news. It's called a character. Anywho, if you like this, do all the shit that I mentioned before several times. Evie Lockhart, video game whore, I'm out. As in going. I'm not gay or bi. I'm sorry, I'm all about the dick. Yeah, so bye guys, hope you like this, and if you do, we'll see more in the future. Ta-ta!